of urgency and timing. Collectively, as we collectively speak in exaggerated language, the truth of urgency and time available becomes less clear. Another angle that I wanted to go about this with had to do with politics. Trump, this is the thing that I cannot articulate to people about Trump, especially, and I've craved a level of understanding to be able to do so for Trump supporters who can't seem to understand this mass of interacting factors that provide so much context and levels of understanding that he provides in his actions and communication that goes unnoticed by them. For example, the urgency and timing of which he addressed concerns about election interference. And as I do this, practice this strategy, abstract it to different things that he has done or comments that he has made. There is zero communication about the urgency of the issue of election interference leading up to the election. There is no evidence. The time available to express those concerns was a wide window. It wasn't until polling and public sentiment indicated a very close race and indicating chances of Trump losing that he introduces this idea of if he loses, it is a result of this concerning and urgent issue of election interference. Then there becomes introductions of additional points of reference as that goes on. Following the results in real time, as it becomes clearer and clearer that he is going to lose, the urgency with which he discusses this issue becomes heightened, disproportionately to his previous expression of the issue, indicating that, or implying that, the issue cannot be an issue unless he loses, or implying that it's not an issue unless he loses, implying that this urgency is only true if he loses. Do you start to see how I'm getting there? It's examinable in various components of this overall story. you could, and it has been examined, his response time to the January 6th riots. The urgency was clear and visible and objective. Citizens unlawfully entering the Capitol violently with an agenda, and few deterrents to this experience. So externally, it's urgent. And the time as they close in, as they breach through the doors, the timing becomes more and more critical. And that is contrasted by his behavior and the time, and during that time, choosing inaction, making the choice of inaction, making the choice to not communicate opposition to that urgent matter, implying support, implying permission to continue until such time that he communicates. And again, we could keep doing this, and I will stop it there, but you can do it with the language used when he did communicate. Intentionally vague. Notice in the sphere of communication and the context of the situation and his role to the institution, to the people, and to the situation. What his position in all of that is matters. And so therefore his interaction with that also matters. Language matters within that context. If you examine word choice he used, there are obvious omissions of critical word choices to convey certainty of his position, to convey there is an omission in condemnation. There is an omission of wrongdoing. The nature of it is casual, in contradiction to the urgency and severity of the situation. There is a lack of well-established historical pretext acknowledged in all of this. It is the idealized patterns concealed by these effects and the mental system that generates those patterns. I have to be done now, but that was good.